everyone, I'm back for the video series. I just wanted to start off with our title, which is Dinosaurs in the Bible. Now this one is a little bit different. We're tackling Leviathan. Leviathan is a creature. We do not know what kind of creature it was. But let's just look at the verses and then we'll get into the descriptors. It says, "Can you draw out Leviathan with a fish hook, or press down his tongue with a cord? Can you put a rope in his nose, or pierce his jaw with a hook? Will he make many pleas to you? Will he speak to you soft words? Will he make a covenant with you to take him for your servant forever? Will you play with him as with a bird, or will you put him on a leash as for someone you care about? Will traders bargain over him? Will they divide him up among the merchants? Can you fill his skin with harpoons, or his head with fishing spears? Lay your hands on him. Remember the battle. You will not do it again. Behold, the hope of a man is false. He is laid low even at the sight of him. No one is so fierce that he dares to stir him up. Who then is he who can stand before me? Who has first given to me that I should repay him? Whatever is under the whole heaven is mine. I will not keep silence concerning his limbs, or his mighty strength, or his goodly frame. Who can strip off his outer garment? Who would come near with the bridle? Who can open the doors of his face? Around his teeth is terror. His back is made of rows of shields, shut up closely as with a seal. One is so near to another, and no air can come between them. They are joined to one another. They clasp each other and cannot be separated. His sneezing flash forth light, and his eyes are like the eyelids of the dawn. Out of his mouth go flaming torches, sparks of fire leap forth. Out of his nostrils comes forth smoke, as from a boiling pot, and burning rushes. His breath kindles like coal, and a flame comes forth from his mouth. In his neck abides his strength, and terror dances before him. The folds of his flesh stick together, firmly cast on him, and immovable. His heart is hard as stone, hard as the lower millstone. When he raises himself up, the mighty are afraid. At the crashing, they are beside themselves. Though the sword reaches him, it does not avail, nor the spear, the dart, or the javelin. He counts iron as straw and bronze as rotten wood. The arrow cannot make him flee, for him sling stones are turned to stubble. Clubs are counted as stubble. He laughs at the rattle of javelins. His underparts are like sharp pot shards. He spreads himself like a threshing sledge on the mire. He makes the deep boil like a pot. He makes the sea like a pot of ointment. Behind him he leaves a shining wake. One would think the deep to be white-haired. On the earth there is not on earth there is not his like, a creature without fear. He sees everything that is high. He is king over all the sons of pride. Okay, I'm sorry, that's a little bit longer than what I planned, but it's very important to tackle these. Okay, so we're talking about Leviathan. Let's talk about the descriptors. There was a lot more than what I had wrote down, but let's just the significant ones, the ones that I thought was significant, and then we'll add the ones that I didn't write down. Okay, it says he was hard to catch, tough hide, skin, or scales, shield. So I'm saying scales just because of the reason. Can be violent and intimidating. I'm sure there were very fierce warriors in that time, so it's possible that he was very big and scary. Sneezes light, possibly fire, and it goes on later to say that there was fire. Smoke comes from his nostrils. Is very strong, has a strong neck, hard heart, and is immovable. So all this describes a very peculiar creature, animal, dinosaur, unidentified creature. Maybe. But Leviathan was either a sea monster, huge aquatic animal, or dinosaur that we have not yet discovered. So there's 4 things that Leviathan could be that make sense. One, an animal not yet discovered. We continually are discovering animals every single day, so it is possible that this is an animal that is in a part of the ocean that we have not found. It's very likely. There's a lot of the ocean that has not been traveled and investigated. 2, an undiscovered sea monster of some sort. A sea monster could be anything from like a giant octopus, squid, to something like the Loch Ness Monster, Ogopogo, which is another sea monster, snake-like sea monster. Oh, and it, like I said, it could be an unidentified animal not yet discovered. 3 could be a dinosaur of unidentified species. We are constantly finding species of dinosaur that has not been discovered yet. So we keep on finding finds that, like skeletons and remains and stuff like that. And so there's another possibility. And number 4, a whale. It is possible it's a whale, but I don't think it is, due to the descriptors that we have. But one thing is for certain. This creature existed because the Bible, if we believe it's true, it records it. It's not just spoken about once in Job, but it's spoken about several times. Let's see. It's also talked about in multiple myths and legends. It did or still exists. So let's be like with Behemoth, and let's just assume it's a dinosaur. If it is, one, this is a hypothesis, so we really don't know for certain, but it's possible. So again, be open-minded. Stay tuned for the next video. Be watching, because I'll upload it as soon as I can. Bye.